Welcome back, family, friends, and fellow gamers, to Game Bros playing some more Torchlight 2. We are gonna head into the ocean waste.
Well, I guess I left already.
Okay, whatever. I'll follow.
I thought I had to click it, so I just walked up to it, and then she just ran through. I was like, oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna pray really fast, and then we'll get into exploring the ocean wastes. I don't know how you say that. Dear Lord, we thank you, God, for today. Lord, we just thank you, Lord, for the time that Steven and I have to do our YouTube channel and just to dedicate towards this, Lord. Help us to glorify you through our lives, through our channel, Lord. And also thank you for Steven's new job that he will be starting next week. Help it to be a smooth transition as he finishes up where he's at right now, and help him to get just be smooth when he finds the new place. In Jesus' name, amen.
Well, I found it.
But
already.
I'm saying, like,
I know
it's gonna be like, I don't know anybody. Well, I mean, you're
Yeah.
gonna know the guy that got you, whatever his name is. But you know, it's gonna be like, how do things run here? What's the, you know, like, at my other job, they had cookies every Monday. What, they don't have cookies?
Hey,
you know,
come in, you're like, where are the cookies? They're like, what are you talking about? Like, guys, do cookies.
I was
like,
promised cookies.
Like,
could you actually turn it down a little bit? The remote's closest to you. I just don't want it. I mean, it's already pretty low, but yeah, I just don't.
I mean, because we have.
Well, what is Markiplier's like his?
Oh, the world's quietest.
Yeah, world's quietest Let's Plays.
Those are so funny, but like. Half of it is because just the like all the popping sounds that you just don't notice.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you really don't.
That has been a challenge. I mean, not so much because I've gotten better at it. But when I first was doing voiceover work, that was a big, like, a lot of the time that I spent editing the was taking the pops and clicks out of my, you know, talking. You don't notice it, and then when you listen to it, you're like, oh my gosh.
I need to remember, if you hold shift. So we've been playing, well, SWTOR, which is Star Wars: The Old Republic. Basically, we've played that game a bit of it before.
Wait,
can I walk that way?
I guess not.
Oh, we played that game a bit before, but we were listening.
Now we're going pro.
Yes. We were listening to an audiobook on our way to the Gateway Conference, which we talked about a little bit on our other videos. But we listened to, or started listening to, one of the Star Wars books, which I don't know if it's canon, whatever. Don't care, it's Star Wars. Like, I really don't care.
Yeah, like all the books that I bought at first they were canon, and then are we going in there?
I am level.
What am I?
See, where
I'm 21. That's 21 to 29.
I'm level 20.
Okay.
Let's do some other things before we go in there.
There's more question marks down here,
so we can go to, like, you know, get to be like level at least 22 each.
Yeah, there's a question mark right over here.
22 levels each.
Unless this is already a quest that we have. Have you been able to ascertain if Alpha Tower of the Moon to spy on us? So no, that is not a quest.
If it's green, it's one they've given us. If it's golden, we can do it.
Why not do what WoW did? If it's, what was it? Like, if it's an exclamation mark, it was a quest. If it's a question mark, then you know, oh, I have something to turn in. Or like in SWTOR, they do it differently. They're here, they're like, if you pick up a quest, it's lime green. If you have to turn it in, then it's, you know, a lime green with a touch of yellow. Like, there's no way to tell the difference. I will never.
Lime green with a touch of basil.
What?
Basil? Is that a color?
Do we free this guy? Please take this as a token of my gratitude.
That is much better.
That's trash.
That's a collar.
That is also trash, and that is trash. Okay, so which one can I get the most for? This. Yay!
You don't have
garbage.
I'll
oh wow!
My pet.
I just noticed this map is pretty big.
P for pet, right? Okay.
Let's go. This one's probably the closest one down here.
You can have this one. Can I use those?
Your pet has returned. But yeah, going back to the voiceover stuff, yeah, that was one thing I had to. I mean, honestly, there's not a whole lot you can do, at least that I knew of, to try to get the clicks out. It's just you doing it over and over again. You just get better at talking, I guess, and then it's not as many clicks and stuff like.
Like you're teaching your toddler, say mama, and then the toddler's like, or I don't know if it'd be a toddler. If if the child has waited that long to say anything, I mean that's not like a bad thing per se. It's just that's
you're fighting
longer than most, I feel like. But I'm not a parent, so I don't know where I'm getting that information.
Yeah.
It's longer than the average male in the state of Illinois. Like I don't know anything.
Well, here, there's.
I feel like I've heard. I feel like every time I've heard or
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
When a child learns to talk.
Oh, okay.
I was saying a toddler, but typically a toddler's like 3 or 4. But
I have unspent skill.
Where'd you go? Sorry.
I went through the thing.
The Tarosh Rift.
No, the one man's trash. The quest. Go through the thing.
Yeah, that's 22 to. Why'd you go?
That's not that. I'm level 21. You're like.
Well, I know, but you wouldn't go in the one that was 21 to. I guess it was 21 to 29.
This is not nearly as. So are we going
yeah,
in or not?
You're good. You're good. That's fine.
Did you go in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're doing this.
Man,
I'll be there in a second.
I didn't. Okay. Well.
Like, well, I went back. No.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were.
Sure. I don't know. I don't know what skills to do.
Like missed. Okay. Crazy thing. Good.
I'm here. Don't worry. We're shooting rats.
But, hey, leveled up. Now I'm 21, I believe.
This totally looks like World of Warcraft graphics. It totally is.
I mean, to me, this is one of the reasons why I kind of like this game, and honestly, why I like SWTOR and those other ones. They reminded me of. They kind of remind me of World of Warcraft, and for anyone that plays World of Warcraft,
I like Star Wars way better than World of Warcraft. Just because World of Warcraft, there was nothing. It was just like, yeah, it's a cool fantasy world, but this is like, wow, this is Star Wars, like that.
Yeah,
man,
this
like,
is
wow.
Like, because it's founded on something that I was already a fan of. I would agree with you.
Yeah.
But also, if I have the choice between like sci-fi and fantasy, I think most of the time I like sci-fi better, and that's not because sci-fi. That's not because I think it's better. I just like the science part, like because it's for fantasy.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of times where, and I'm not saying it's better. I just think when I go through something, I typically like sci-fi better, or that's what I'm like drawn to more. Part of it just because usually it takes place in space, and space is just really cool.
Yeah,
and I mean really, it's really cool, like really cold, like absolute zero cold.
Yeah.
No.
For me, it's if I had to choose between fantasy or sci-fi, I don't know what I would pick, because fantasy is like The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Harry Potter.
If it was books, I would pick fantasy because
that's tough.
If it was fantasy, if it was books, I would pick fantasy because, like of the books, like if it was kind of like. You're on a desert island.
Those are my skills.
You can pick one book that's like fantasy or sci-fi. Which one? I would pick something that was fantasy because I like the Lord of the Rings, and like those are
now for me when it comes to books.
That's awesome.
Depending
it
on
them out and destroys them. Sorry.
So if we're talking books from I listen to audiobooks. I would definitely listen to the Star Wars books over a fantasy book because. They do it like a radio theater. Yeah, it's like dramatized, which is awesome. I absolutely love that.
And what was the book we listened to? The Path of Destruction. It's basically like the origin of, I guess.
Oh no, this guy's drawn me in.
The origin of, I guess, Darth Bane. I don't know that much about him, so anyway, hey, a link.
Well, it's the origin of the Rule of Two, if anybody has not. But now Darth Bane, I don't think is canon. Like, or at least those books are not canon anymore. And it's
again,
like, what in the world?
And I'm not really blaming Disney. Like, I don't know enough about it to pass judgment per se. I don't really care if they take stuff out of canon. Like, honestly, if someone's like, this is a fan book, I'm like, okay. I'll know it's a fan book and I'll enjoy it anyway. Like,
yeah.
so I'll just know, like, in an alt. Look, so here's a way to clean that up. That Marvel figured out years ago. It's like, oh, that one's not canon. Okay, fine. In an alternate universe,
yeah.
this is what happened.
Well, see, I'm fine with fan-made books as long as it's not, you know, like talking about characters that are canon. Like, oh, this is a fan-made book and it's not canon, but I'm going to talk about Han Solo.
Yeah.
Because then you could get like super invested in the story with Han Solo and like, all right, let's, you know, the next book in the series that is canon and it's like has absolutely nothing to do with.
Yeah, that could be, but again, alternate dimension. But I see what you mean, because then it's
There's
not
something
so.
on. Yeah, that's.
This is kind of loud in my ears. I can't. There we go.
Ooh, what in the world was that?
Well, not that it matters,
you
but
specter.
for anyone that cares,
Mimic.
I'm wearing headphones so that just so we don't have two bits of audio. And I guess my audio would be louder. Well,
I thought
louder.
Ow. Something was like crawling.
Yeah,
up
I want to
my
be able to
leg.
hear it,
Ugh.
but don't want to have two things of audio going at the same time for both of us. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Patchwork leggings. All right, let's go up this way.
Oops.
What?
I'm gonna.
What is invent? Oh wow, I've almost got full inventory.
So if
My
so you just
inventory
trash,
is
you basically
full.
just trash the gray stuff. Oops.
Kind of, yeah. I'm gonna really quick.
Is it shift?
No.
Click?
Shift right click to transfer. Yeah. So all this gray stuff, really quick, guys. Bear with me. I'm just gonna give all this stuff to my nice little bird, and then I'll send him on his way. I'm not gonna send those. I don't know what those are. All right, bird, go sell.
Your pet has
Be
departed.
profitable. Don't, you know, be good bargaining. Don't part with anything. You know, get a good deal. Oh gosh, I'm almost dead. Ah, I'm dead.
Where are you?
Where was my
You're like
teammate?
just here? No.
Resurrect here, but lose 7,000. Sure, I don't care.
7,000 gold.
I've got 24,000.
Okay, you're good.
I
Man,
just
that's
sent
a
my pet
lot
to
of
town. My
gold.
pet's probably gonna make at least that
Where'd you
because
die?
my pet is really good at bartering. Do you not like pay attention at all? I'm like, we come to this fork in the road. I'm like, let's go this way, and you just go the other way.
I'll
I'm
need to start paying attention because I don't know if you. I mean, maybe you've been saying it every time, and I've just not been paying attention. I do not remember you saying that though.
I said it like 20 minutes ago.
Okay, well,
It wasn't that long, but I was like, hey, let's go this way. And you're like, oh, I need to do something first. And
that was not 20 minutes. That was like
I was
maybe 3 minutes
exaggerating.
ago.
I was exaggerating. You know what exaggerating
I don't.
is?
But all I said was I needed inventory management, and so I started doing that, and then you were gone, and so I didn't know where you were.
Oh, that
Then
guy.
you died before, so I didn't. Yeah. Anyway.
Maybe I should have my. Yeah, I don't really. Okay.
Heather.
Use my abilities, all my abilities. I'm gonna have my hands on healing and because I don't get a fancy robot that heals me.
My partner's not very helpful either.
Oh.
That was
And
funny.
I wonder how. I'm curious how actual helpful my bird is. You know, I don't really know because
To my understanding, they're basically, well, I wouldn't say they're just another target, but they do, I think you can make them do more damage by, you know, kind of beefing up their abilities. I don't know if you can do that, but they're not like, as far as I'm aware, they're not like, oh, they're the tank.
yeah, they're not
Like,
gonna be. Whoops, they're not gonna be
yeah.
hitting as hard as we are.
But like they, as far as I can think of,
My pet's got
provide, they
Only
provide
700 gold? I said don't get anything less than 27,000. I need to teach my pet how to barter.
barter.
Jeez. My pet can fight and somehow carry hundreds of pounds of armor to town, but he can't barter? No. Sure he was.
What am I paying you for? Like, you're not paying me at all.
Die, all you things.
Got a whole bunch of golds.
I feel like it's because it's just you and me. This is almost like biblical.
What's doing that? What's causing a?
That's the spirits or something. I don't know. This is almost like biblical warfare because it's like, you know,
Oh, man.
David and his mighty men. It's like, you know, there's like 12 people and they wipe out 1,000 Philistines or something ridiculous. Because it's like you and me. It's like this is like us. The other day, we asked the prophet, "Hey, is the Lord going to be with us?" And he's like, "Yes, go."
Exactly.
And it's like, all right, me and my
honestly,
friend are just going to go and.
Like, I don't know how they would do this because I have, you know, first off, I'm not a.
Out of the way, me. Move.
Like, first off, I'm not a like story writer, so I wouldn't be able to tell you, you know, per se. But like, I would go see a movie about David's mighty man of valor. Like, I would see that.
I don't know how you would.
Again,
oh,
yeah,
gosh, I'm
no
healing.
idea.
I'm trying to.
Again, I have no idea because there's not really any like one story where there, you know, it'd have to be like.
Yeah, you kind of. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you studied the Bible, you could really find out. You know,
and
a lot more details about it. But as far as I know, it doesn't really describe a whole lot of. He's our friend. No, I think he's the guy that we came down here for.
Free reign for that. Like,
yeah, you might have to, but then it's like, I don't know.
Well, I think for like maybe the.
Did you die? No, you're right.
No,
there.
No.
Okay, guy, come on, quit it. Quit going after me.
Run away.
He's running after me. Come on over here. Oh.
Just run around in circles. let her
my health.
Yeah, let her help heal.
And he's dead.
Whatever.
Oh wait, no, his swords are still alive. I hate having to click on every single thing to pick it up. Why can't we just walk over it and pick it up? Level up! Level 22.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, what I was gonna say is we've been playing SWTOR, and so, like now I'm somewhat used to it again, but I've been pushing WSD, you know, like the normal walking around buttons on PC. I'm like, it's not working!
Yeah, I did the same thing when I first, okay.
That was a grand chest, had like 4 gold in it.
Where's your robot? I need it to heal me. Okay, it did. That's kind of weird that there isn't a healing class in this. Because that's what I always like playing.
Yeah, well, it's also, it's like one of the fundamental, I mean, I don't know what you'd call it, I guess fundamental classes. Is there only 3 for the most part? Tank damage or tank DPS and healer?
In my limited knowledge of MMOs and RPGs,
yeah, that's the only one I've ever really heard of, but
I don't know of any other
I mean, there's probably subclasses. I mean, I guess
you could probably break down healer and support to be like
someone who, like a buffer,
yeah,
or
like,
I don't know if it's called that, but like
some debuffs
yeah, exactly.
on
and then debuffs enemies versus the person who's just basically watching their health, which that to me would be a little much.
Rift Ember.
Like that's all you're doing is watching someone's health. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Well, honestly, whenever I was playing WoW and even Star Wars, because I'm a healer in Star Wars, that is like my main, or like whenever we're doing raids and bosses. Yeah, I'm like I'm not attacking. I'm not doing anything. I'm watching because. Hey, if I don't do my job, then the tank dies, then,
exactly.
you know, it's so... Gotta take my job seriously.
Did you go up the thing?
Yeah, because I think we were done.
Okay, good.
But hold on, I gotta...
I was just thinking, there's one time Josh and I played Kingdom Hearts way back when, and I was... there's been so many times, and probably anyone who's played Kingdom Hearts will probably get this. There's been so many times where... You are dying, you have 0 magic, and Donald's just casting spell after spell against the enemy. You're like, heal me, darn it!
You want to go up and do that quest, Tower of the Moon? Yeah, I know.
If you die, the story, like, you know, it starts over. Maybe he knows
in real life, then we die in the game. No, that's not.
It's like maybe he knows that, and he's like, I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm kind of.
That's tired. Mario being passive aggressive. He's like staring at you, but he's like casting spells on the guy.
Mario?
Did I say Mario?
I heard maybe
I meant Donald. If I said Mario, I don't know. But
you said Daffy Duck. No.
Donald is being like super passive aggressive, and he's like looking at Sora, but he's casting like fire all the time, and it's like Sora's like, "Help me!" That would be really funny.
I'm sorry, I ate the last chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the universe is at stake, and he's just like. If I can't eat chocolate chips, then no one can live. You're like, you need to get over
Shrine of Speed.
You need to get over your chocolate chip cookie obsession. I don't know why he has chocolate chip cookie obsession.
All right, do you want to do this? Tower of the Moon, 22
sure,
to
there's
25.
A bone. Can you? Yeah, I can call you. Armadex.
Armadex. Let me scream at him.
It is. Do you happen to know? I know at some point WoW was free to play up to like level 12 or something.
Let's go over here.
Do you know if that's still the case?
Go over here. Let's go over. I think so. Yeah, I think it was still like, but it's only up to a certain level. So once you get to that level, then you have to pay.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is why I like Star Wars, because it's completely free.
Well, up to, as far as I'm aware, up to level 50. I don't know if that's across the board
which is you completing the main story. So it's not like, oh, you got to the best part of the game, but now you have to pay. I mean, there's like DLC stuff or whatever, but I have no clue. Like, we just started playing it recently, so I don't know all this stuff yet. Run away from the shiny whatever things. Okay, I'm gonna do my scream, shoot some key lime pie at him. More key. Wait. Oh, I don't have any magic.
Eat sour apple.
Okay, magic. Oh. Yeah, I know. Granny Smith, I choose you.
I can just picture this, like, you know, grandma lady, basically. It's like, Granny Smith, I choose you, and he's like, yes, dearie, have some cookie.
Yeah.
Now that we're rejuvenated,
I'm like,
we can
no,
defeat the enemy.
I don't want to attack a grandma. Oh, that was my weakness. That's like Yu-Gi-Oh's second best card is Granny Smith.
The Dark Magician.
The Dark Magician, and
we've talked about this before, but I've never gotten into that show, and nothing against people who do or who like that show or the game. I don't know anything about the game, card game, so
constantly shooting you with fire.
But I feel like that was every episode that I watched. I watched like 4 episodes maybe, and it was just the same. I feel like it was the same thing. And I mean, honestly, what are those things? Those guys up there.
I can't carry anymore. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and call it a part here, so Steven and I can do some inventory management, and then yeah, we'll be back next.
Sarcophagus. That's a good idea to open up.
Yeah, let's just open it up. Oh yeah, that's a great item. I don't really care about it. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Steven and I upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And we always want to glorify Jesus Christ through our gaming and our commentary. So guys, we'll see you in the next episode of Torchlight. Have a wonderful day and be blessed.